fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready up. Mike, 44 Mike. Check. Wild field. Shoot.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Finley. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Finley. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Ready. 10 Lobo. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, 2. 42 to mark, boy. 42. Go.
On 3rd down, Finley. He's got his man, Boyd. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
On the double. Hey, Alpha. I'm here all day. 91. Get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Finley. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Max 50. Hey, Wahoo! I'm coming after you. 50's the mark.
Finley here, 3rd and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Now, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Able to move the ball on that drive, yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Crunch time, defense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go, go. Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Set, ready. 90, roll. Scene 6. 91 is the mic. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. And Adams has it. Complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. And he's going to keep it here. Fights off the defender. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Here we are. Sit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Orange. Yes. Hey, check Mike 57. Bravo. Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, G. 57's the Mike. Mike 57. Ready, go.
2nd and 5. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Chad Hunt. Ken Lobo. H3, 218. Chopper. Ready.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Finley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Mike 91. I got it. Hayward. 91 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 91. 91 is the mic.
On third down, Franks. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
61.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Come on, set. 8, read. Mike 91. Hey, check. High 7, let's go. 91 is the mic. Don't get nervous. Check that.
To throw on second down, Franks. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Come on, man. Let's go.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert. Watch 80.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready. 57 the mic. All day. Topper.
Looking to throw on second down. Franks. He completes it to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On first and 10, Franks over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Franks. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
60 outlaw. Here we go. Here we go. Start Mike 42. Mike 42.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Nixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down and 4. Finley got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Speed dribble.
A first down throw for Finley toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal from the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Go. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Here we go, D.
On second down, Finley again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the
Throwing again. Franks. It's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there. On the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Now Mixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Let's go now. 10 logo. You're not ready. You're not ready. Go.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Back to throw. Franks. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Foxtrot. 91 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Yep. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Franks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Packers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Franks. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Packers.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check it out, reset. Back mine. I got exit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Check 91. 91 is the 66. Bully, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Grace don't travel. There you go.
Now Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Whittington. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Last 57's Mike. Watch QB draw. Watch QB. Ready.
Looking to throw. Franks. And that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready. Shoot.
Throwing again, Finley on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
On 1st and 10, Finley. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Hey, look, 3.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Down. 60 outlaw. Tie it right. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want. Hey, exit. 40, check. He's coming. Go.
Finley from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Franks, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's rumble. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 4th down, Franks. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On the ready. 44, Mike, 44. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Ready?
On 1st down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50, Lane. Hayward. 57. Let's go.
Throwing again. Franks. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. Jones has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. Franks, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the Wisconsin native and former Badger, J.J. Watt. A milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
On the set. 50 seconds to mine. Come on. You better bring it. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16.
Because of Patrick Peterson, I don't think that there's a skill position he can't play. About his hands. That interception just sealed a victory for his team.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Man, let's get some pressure.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, They will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank